but it's never one. Is it one? Are we
It's
live?
one.
Okay,
We're
hi.
live.
Hello. Hi, welcome to Indigo Chameleon. My name is Hecate, and I am here to tell wonderful stories of vampires and just horror stuff because it's fun and I like it, and you're here, so ha. We do vampires every Monday. Guess why we're here right now. Hello. And then we also do Chaos Campus on Sundays, where we are doing things with Mab. Even though last time my character saw Mab, she was told, "Hey, you come back, I'll rip your fucking heart out," and she went, "Okay, bye." And then it's like, "Actually, come back."
Language.
Why? This is a rated M stream. If you are not allowed to hear the word fuck, go to bed.
Get the fuck out.
Thank you. We have a merch store. Come see cool stuff. That was a weird transition. Sorry. We have a merch store. We have cool cups and shower curtains and t-shirts. And I really actually like the mugs. The mugs are really nice. So they're like perfect like hand size. You know what I'm talking about. And we also have a Discord that we post memes, and Scribe gives us questions every once in a while that make you think about life and vibes, man. Is that it? Did I do everything? Guys, did I say everything correctly?
I'm so proud of you, just
Thank
personally as a person. Like,
you.
yeah.
This is a very scary, intimidating game, but every time I'm playing with people that I love, I get very giddy, so I can't stop. And that's just where it is right now. So we're gonna introduce people now. So tell me who you are, what you do, what character you're playing, and your question of the week is: if your character was a pair of some type of jewelry, what jewelry would your character be? Anyway, Scribe, go first.
Hi, everybody. It's me, your good buddy Scribe. I DM here on Indigo Chameleon and do live action Dungeons and Dragons live shows and basically just make a fool out of myself on the daily. I play Atticus, who makes a fool out of himself on the nightly. Atticus is part of the Ravnos clan, a bit of a daredevil graffiti artist fuck up. If Atticus was a piece of jewelry, he would be one of those rings that you get out of a gashapon thing that you put in like 50 cents and you get a ring out and you're super excited to have it and then you lose it.
I love that. Also,
He's the
hello,
whole
Raiders.
spider ring.
Hi, Raiders.
Hi, Raiders.
It's from Picasee. Amazing. Love it here. So guys, I love. Gosh, that's the best. That's the best answer you could have given. Who is next? Trim. Blake. Go ahead. You do it. Who are you?
Oh god, it's me. I do a thing. So here I'm known as Gideon, a Tremere, kind of your rich bitch, daddy of the group, and on occasion I'm also known to play a warlock called Finn on Ryan's show, Jousting Through Jacinto, which you should definitely check out on Spotify and places that podcasts are streamed. And if I was going to be a piece of jewelry, like Indiana Jones, it belongs in a museum. It's definitely a national treasure that is in a country where it no longer belongs.
Stolen. Perfect. Love that for you. Mozart, who are you?
Hi, I'm Brian. I play Caldwell. I am his immense. You can find me also with Matt over on Jacinto, where I take my players through 5e game of trials, tribulations, and trauma. If I was a jewelry, what I think Caldwell, just as a person, is a slap bracelet. It looks nice, but it hurts.
Perfect.
And he can move himself in like knots. So like,
Yeah. Go off. You know what? I love it.
Do you know what those are made out of? I'm sorry. Do you know what those are made out of? Slap bracelets?
I'm so scared.
Old
What are they made out of?
rulers. Old like tape measures.
Tape measures.
Really?
Yeah. If you cut one open.
Yeah. So right on the ball. Yeah, we're good.
Hills is not with us at the moment. Our dear sweet Malkavian is off learning how to be more Malkavian without losing control. So they will be back at the end of February, which I can't wait for them to be back. I have two very special, wonderful guests tonight who have agreed to play tonight. Coming back is our dear Mags as Virgil. Talk about yourself. Go.
Hello, I am the Every Mags. You can just call me Mags. I am a person who does all sorts of things. Right now, I'm on a bit of break from streaming because I need a better setup slash need to clean my room, which is why I'm in my office today on my laptop. But I do cosplay. I do all sorts of strange adventures. Yesterday I made mead for 5 hours. So hey, there's that. But tonight I am happy to reprise my character from last time, about I guess a month or so ago. Virgil. Virgil was a member of the Second Inquisition, and is now a vampire. I will not say what clan because that is to be revealed later tonight. But she's on a mission for revenge, and if she was a piece of jewelry, it would be two pieces of jewelry because she has a duality about her. Um, having been a Second Inquisition and now a vampire, it would be a raven head ring that looks like a claw that sits on her finger, but also like one of those really cool ear crawler wraps that's like all spiky and like
Ooh.
look like scythes digging into your
Cute as
ear.
hell.
Ooh, that's cool.
Cool. Edgy. We get it. You're tortured. It's fine. Virgil is here to read the consequences of Atticus's actions, which is great for me. And then I have another wonderful person I'm so excited to play is Cody. Cody, who are you? What do you do? Who you playing?
Hello. I am Cody Stone, and you can usually find me over at Rep RPG, where I don't know. Once upon a time, I GM'd things there. It's been a minute. We've recently ended some campaigns, and we were getting ready to launch some campaigns, and D&D blew up a little bit. Who would have thought that would happen? So right now we are playing a variety of things. We have our own vampire game on Friday nights, run by some wonderful people. And if you want to check in on some playtests, I am developing a RPG system based on rolling dice and with like a tarot card character creation. So there's no character sheets. You just get kind of a spread of cards, and that tells you everything you need to know.
It's really cool, and the cards are so pretty, so like aesthetically pleasing.
That's right. Pixie's right. We are playtesting again tomorrow night. So
Apparently me and Ryan have been dragged to it. Yes,
Well, there you
wasn't
go.
dragged. I volunteered, so I don't know why
Yes,
you're saying
and.
dragging.
Absolutely.
All right, now's the time of the night where I have to stop being giggly and be serious and mean. All right.
Thank you for the hydrate, Macy.
Thanks,
Okay.
Mate.
An hour and a half.
What?
Nothing. Go for it.
You threw me off. I was so good at not giggling. You threw me off. God damn it. Okay. Virgil.
Yes.
You have been through it. Coming home from a solo mission set by the Second Inquisition to find your wife gone. No notes, no message, no nothing, just gone. And for a moment, it's okay. She got sent on another mission. She's gone. Something just came up real quick. There's not a thought in your mind that she's gone until you get the letter. The letter written by Atticus, explaining his new want to be the monster whispered in dark corners and alleyways. And encompassing in this letter were the trigger fingers of your wife. What is Virgil's headspace when they read this letter?
It goes blank. It's not often that Virgil has ever seen red, truly seen red in her life. She remains very quiet and composed, but slams that piece of paper down on the desk. And at headquarters, everyone turns and looks. And immediately, someone knows something's wrong, And in that split second, she flips her whole desk in a rage and starts throwing things all around the office. She starts fighting the other Second Inquisition members that are there at headquarters. She's eventually pinned down and sedated because of how horribly angry she is. Angry doesn't begin to cover it, but she knows that she's going to get revenge one way or the other.
You are sedated. Sedated, and when you wake up and your first talk to anyone is finding these blanks, getting them down, killing them. And you're told pretty much it's what she signed up for. That anyone in the Inquisition knows that any day could be their last day. That you can't go on a hit on these specific kindred because you just can't. It's a death sentence for you. You are pulled off active duty to give you time to heal. You're subjected to desk work.
That is one of Virgil's least favorite things.
Yeah, I assumed.
But in doing so, because of how strong-willed she is, because she saw a dream, rather a nightmare, that gave her a premonition that something bad was going to happen because it had ravens, and her patron of true faith is the Morrigan. She is drawn to death. She knows her whole life has been surrounded by death, but she grabs any and every dossier, any file, any piece of information, including that letter, because something that she neglected upon the first time reading it was the header of that letter and what business was on that header. So she is diving into everything, and essentially while doing her regular duty, staying up late, not getting sleep, pouring every ounce of effort into finding where she went, who took her. Obviously, she knows it's something to do with the blanks, but making sure that any way, shape, or form, if there's a way to get her back, because human life isn't worth living without her, regardless of what the Second Inquisition says.
You spend days going over every document, every scrap of information you can find. And then one thing passes on your desk, which is a kindred captured in one of the holding cells of a clan that not much is known about. A clan that is whispered to be a clan of necromancers.
Virgil makes a plan, gathers any information, even though limited, about this particular clan. And the next time she's at headquarters, makes a meeting, just plans it to where there is a way she can meet with this blank in capture to see what information she can glean.
Rather easy. They're all kept mostly separate. You have the access, you have the information. And you walk into a room with a clear cell inside. Cody, why don't you describe your character in this cell?
Absolutely. So, Jacob is a middle-aged man whose hair is just a bit too long for the fashion of the day. Even his skin is pale, sickly as any kindred might be, but you can tell that in life he was um, tannish, um, Spaniard or Mediterranean Italian. Um, he has sort of a thin goatee that is trimmed tight and neatly, and he is one part sort of Renaissance poet, and the other part is very much a very analytical, scanning eye that absorbs and takes in uh, not just the room, but every sort of movement and hint about it. His eyes were brown in life, and in unlife, they have only become closer to the blackness.
The individual you take in when you walk into this cell. Jacob has been here for maybe 2 weeks tops right now. So that's how you just got his information. And I turn it over to you.
So you're new. Don't think we've seen your particular kind here, especially not in Vegas. What can you tell me about yourself?
Is that what you want to know about me? I think I'm pretty boring. Most people don't come to talk to me about me.
I'm not most people. I'm one of the
Usually-
best here.
Oh, one of the best, but not the best.
The best is no longer here.
And where'd they go?
That's something I'm trying to answer. All I know is she was taken.
Oh. So if they were the best and they were taken, perhaps your best isn't that good.
You didn't know her.
I don't. I don't need to. Results speak for themselves.
Results are not always what they seem, but that's why I'm here, is to get different results.
Now that
Different results that will make a mark on this world.
this is interesting. That sounds exciting. What sort of results do you want?
I want, and she speaks really low and tries to make sure that no detection of any sort of, conversation is in fact being recorded, etc., documented. Not to say that she doesn't have clearance that she could, get rid of it, but I'm here to find the blanks from the clans that took her. Because I want revenge. Plain and simple. I know that that translates the same in humanity as it does for the undead.
It
And I've heard
does.
whispers. I've heard whispers about your clan.
What have you heard?
Only something that can't be confirmed, but that there are different attributes than most of the people that we have on file. And that's what interests me. This is purely under the table and off the record.
All right.
Heard talks of being able to see things such as ghosts, being able to bring back people who were once here. That's what interests me most.
Oh. Now, wouldn't that be... He waits, sort of looks for the word. Miraculous.
That's what I'm here for. My true faith believes in miracles. I believe in miracles. And I don't care what any fucker in my unit says. I died the day she did. Me being here matters nothing. I just have a skill set that I'm willing to use in any capacity possible.
All right.
I can make a deal.
I do love deals.
And I don't take these lightly.
Good.
All I want is those powers. The promise to be able to bring her back. And I am willing to give up any piece of my humanity, not necessarily my code of ethics, but I'm willing to give up my humanity to gain these powers, to learn, and go by my own true faith, as the god of death is who I serve, to become death itself.
He's going to take a moment and sort of eye, inspect, look over you. Let's see. I can turn you. I can teach you. But I can't guarantee that you'll like it or that you'll want to bring her back once you see the truth. But I can guarantee you one thing. Once you've tasted the other side, once you've known oblivion and beyond, you will spend every night trying to master death. And since you're already on that path, I'm a giving soul. I'm actually very kind. I would be delighted to help you along your way.
Excellent. I'll return. I'll get you out of here.
I have never known something to be truer than the words you just said.
I have been haunted by death since my first breath.
Well, it's
On
time
this
to haunt
planet.
it back.
That's the plan.
Good. I like this plan. It's a good plan.
Bide your time. Be ready when I return.
Absolutely.
She leaves to prepare.
It it
How do we
takes
follow that? Just stay with them.
Well, I
We'll
was
stay
just
at-
I was
we'll
just
stay at
thinking
the
like
top.
We can't
Like-
top that. Let them finish what they got
Like,
going
we'll
on.
just be over here.
imagine there's a movie, and in the movie is a scene between like Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman, and it's an Oscar-winning scene, and then Jay and Silent Bob show up, like and you're like, I don't.
Like,
That's Jay and Silent Bob. We did just see Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman do a scene, but that is Jay and Silent Bob singing about smoking weed and drinking beers. So,
what?
yeah. So, and there's a cartoon cat. There's a cartoon cat that's skateboarding around. So, like, that's something. Yeah.
Take a hot dog, roll it in the pizza.
God. All I
TV
can think of,
DJ Cool
all I
Cat.
can think of is my God. I can't see it, Atticus. I don't see what you see in Virgil. And Gideon's gonna fucking hate Jacob. Like, just stop it up.
Sorry.
Oh, it's great.
I am the cartoon cat. Yes.
Okay, let's do this.
It takes another week for you to get the necessary preparations and know how to get him out without causing too much of a suspicion. You do it. because we know you do it because we've seen you already changed and turned. And I don't have time to get through an escape scene right now. So you
Tarantino
guys,
storytelling.
you did it. Where do you take him once he's free? Where do you go?
I take him to a safe house that I've had planned for years. Because I always had a feeling that something would happen that would make me defect from the Second Inquisition, but not fully lose my true faith. So I have a safe house. So I
That's
take
fair.
him that. It's like I take him there. It is on the outskirts of Vegas, and that I don't know Vegas well, so I'm like, that's what I'm gonna say.
Outskirts. There you go. Perfect. You get there. And not very long after, you get turned. The Hikata bite is very different than any other bite.
God.
The bite of everyone else release endorphins can be pleasurable, can be enjoyable. A Hikata bite is the worst experience you've ever been through in your entire life. It is losing Angel 10 times over. It is the first fight where you thought you lost her, when you realize you fell in love with her 10 times over. It is nothing but agony, and you think for a moment, he killed me. I'm gone. And you get that exact taste that he spoke of oblivion, of nothingness. And that nothingness is something you're going to chase for the rest of your own life. As you wake up with new eyes.
She comes to and trying to. One of the things about Virgil in her private life is she loves books, philosophy, anything that she can get her hands on. And one of the things that she sees when she picks herself up off the ground on the side table, this house hasn't been used for many years, is the play No Exit by John Paul Sartre.
Good call.
And what comes to mind is hell is other people. And next to it, a second book, Station 11. Hell is other people, but hell is the absence of the people you long for. So she takes those two things to heart and turns to Jacob. That was a hell of a ride, but I'm ready. What do I need to know?
So many things, Abed. So many things. But let's begin with something simple. You're a kindred. You were a kind. Those are the words. Vocabulary is important. Specificity is paramount. Because in this unlife, there are many, many things that want you dead. But you are death, not them. So first, let's see what your natural talents are. And then I will teach you. And then, when you're not enough, we'll go out and we'll commit some heinous, even by kindred standards, heinous sins. There's one worse than any others. I've never had to do it. I've been blessed, but you, my beautiful child, you're going to diablerize so many just for your revenge. And that is what I like about you.
Excellent. She is very excited about this. She does lay down a few things that she won't do as far as code of ethics. She will be a bagger as far as her how she feeds. Even so, we are working. Yeah,
As am
it's
I.
like
Come on, let's go
yeah.
see the circulatory system.
Perfect.
And he does explain, there's some obfuscate sort of comes naturally with baggers, so he'll kind of do some classic lessons with that. But he does
Mhm.
call back to the bite. It is excruciating. It is no way for it to not be, and that is such a huge pain in the ass. There is for all his wonderful dramatics, there is a thick level of pragmatism for Jacob.
Kat, do you want me to reveal the disciplines that Virgil learns, or to wait?
Well, you can play with it later.
Okay,
Just a lot of it, Jacob does teach you.
cool.
You guys should
That's what I
have some
thought.
of the same powers. There's
Cool.
one. Yep. So you guys spend the rest of the night learning those. You find some bags. Your shows up. We're gonna skip to a week later, where you guys show up at this Ravnos warehouse party, because you know for a fact that at least Atticus is gonna be there, and you inform your sire of this. Jacob, you would have informed Core that you're free
Mm-hmm.
and that you're alive, and that you have a little one now that you're watching over.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks it's hilarious that you have a little one, but she approves of it. She is kind of a matriarch of the you guys in Vegas. Not necessarily a in charge person, but like everyone has a matriarch of the family. They're like, this is okay, right? Yeah, that's how it works. So we're gonna skip to where we left off last week, with Virgil and Jacob walking into this party, and you guys looking over and seeing that Fang smile from your favorite Second Inquisition member.
Shit.
This is great. This is great. I immediately text the DJ, and the song changes to "Return of the Mac." Okay, and it's just that night, like "Return of the Mac." Yeah, we go. Return of the Mac. Oh my God! That starts playing over all of the speakers in the space.
Yep.
I
Okay,
realized
get here.
that Virgil, the last time Virgil was kind of part of the scene, fucked around and found out. Basically, captured people, was part of the Second Inquisition. So the Atticus is going to immediately make eye contact with Mariposa.
Mari was like, friends of yours?
Kinda. Okay. The one with the scar, the Furiosa, looking one. The last time I saw them, they were part of the Second Inquisition.
Her face goes from the party face that she had earlier to straight serious. What are you talking about?
Uh,
What do you mean?
the Second Inquisition was a group of individuals that kind of
I know who the Second Inquisition is,
okay.
Atticus. What do you mean that person used to be that?
Well, I mean, they are the ones that captured me. That whole thing in the church, they kidnapped me and they locked me in a cage, and then
She looks over at them, and her eyes flick to a full black for a second, and then back to a thing. She goes, Well, she's not now.
Yeah, but I mean, can we talk with that? Like, I don't know the rules here. Like once an asshole, always an asshole. Like, is there vampire
Don't-
laws? Like,
Don't die.
oh, sweet, love it. And he'll give her a kiss on the cheek and turn around and immediately like look over at Caldwell and Gideon and be like, "Are we gonna go talk to him?"
Yeah, I mean, come on, like.
Yeah.
I want
Whose
to make it
party
fair.
are we at?
1 second. What was that?
Whose party are we at?
We're at a Ravnos party.
A
It's
Ravnos
Maripos's,
party.
Yeah.
It's Atticus and his mom's party.
Atticus and his mom.
sire. Yeah.
Good.
sire.
And Ravnos is a Anarch clan.
They are.
Good. Okay.
We are in Anarch territory currently.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
And he looks at Mariposa and goes, "Anything we should know? Do you know anything? I know we just had a whole thing, but like, what are they like? Do you have anything on these guys?"
Not these guys in particular. No.
Caldwell's gonna take a deep breath, and what do they smell like?
Death.
Bloodhound. Oof. Like there's death, but then there's pungent death,
There's death and there's death and this
and then
death.
there's death.
Um,
Ooh.
may I?
Yes.
There's also a thick smell of money.
Oh
cash.
God.
That's Gideon.
It's true,
But
but,
it-
no, this
but it's-
smells like
Is
The
it coming
smell
from
on-
Jacob?
The smell on your hands when you count out a lot of cash and coins.
Yeah.
When that smell, that slightly
yeah.
metallic, that slightly sweat sort of.
yeah. As a
smell.
former cash handler, I get that
Yeah.
on the nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes at it. He goes, they're us, but much more advanced. They're extra undead. So just chill. Just
No. Virgil's coming to a party and they're extra? Caldwell, are you sure?
I mean,
Could you be smelling someone else right now?
God, sorry, I just I'm dealing with some shit right now. No, they are like pungent death. There is like you hit something with a car and then you blow it to smithereens.
All right, I'm into it.
We're at gasoline fire that someone used the wrong metal in.
Aw, boo. That means they're at the right party. And I'm gonna give a little,
Different though.
give a little squishy, and then I'm gonna say, Gideon, are you coming?
I want to be quick. Like Gideon's, having some fun on his
Halfway
party
there.
drugs at the moment, and he's completely kind of ignoring the children at the moment. He's not has to run to anybody to ask any questions. He has the same amount of knowledge that would be
Yeah.
possessed by someone who they'd ask at the party. So he's gonna see, do a double take and a squint. Once he's ascertained, oh, okay, that is Virgil. He is just going to break out laughing, like a deep belly laugh, as he bends over, collects himself, and then kind of focuses in on Jacob, trying to ascertain, because he can sense, as a real recognized real, an older vampire sees another and goes, all right, so there's some money and power here and a new face in town. So Atticus, you've just invited Gideon to go over and say hello?
Yeah, Atticus will give you an invite and then immediately starts walking. This is already too much planning for Atticus. It hurts his brain.
Yeah.
So he's heading,
tracks.
beelining straight for Virgil and Jacob.
So you see Atticus heading straight towards you.
My smile grows. I know I have to play a certain game because I can't cause a scene.
Well,
I'm a
Caldwell.
It's like I'm tactical. I can cause a minor scene, but I'm
In our territory, you can cause a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ravnos.
I've got my my phone out with my stylus, and you just see him tapping and doing things.
Level 1000 of Candy Crush. 1001.
Oh, now this is just rich. Now, Caldwell, are you going to go over there and make sure your brother dearest doesn't meet a second death, or
I mean,
shall I?
I was gonna let him handle it. I mean, it's his party. Like, I'm gonna watch. I'm not gonna abandon. Like, I'm not gonna abandon it, but I'm not gonna start a scene.
Oh no, I think that this will be more than enough entertainment from a
Who
distance.
just put
However,
his hand through a Baron's chest last episode?
It's fine. We're talking. We've talked it through. We're better for it. We're better people. You're living in the past.
God.
however, I, for one, do not intend to pass on some front row seats to whatever fuckery this is.
It's old, man. Like, he's old, and I know you are also old, but there is an age to that one.
Atticus points a bat at Virgil from across
Then
the
suddenly
room
this has become more interesting.
and walks across the way. He goes, Virgil, it is a pleasure. You've done something different with your hair. It's an outfit change. It's something. Did you die? Like, what's going on?
As soon as he says that, all she's gonna do is say hello again and immediately go to punch him, just so she can have some level of satisfaction.
Did you die?
Give
Damn
me
it.
a strength roll. Go for it.
Oh
Sure.
man.
Okay, so how many dice do I roll?
What's your strength
My strength is 4.
and your brawl?
My brawl is 3,
Then 4 plus 3.
so 7.
7.
7. Okay. So I have
Six.
4 of the onks, so I think that's 4 successes.
Those are 4 criticals.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
rule. So
what
it's
are
up to, it's how the GM adjudicates it. But so rules as written, 2 criticals is 4 successes. So 4 criticals would be 8.
8 successes. You knock Atticus to the ground. You punch him, and Atticus, you are down immediately for the force of this punch.
Okay.
And she laughs. I had to get that off my chest.
I'm
And
gonna
I'm sure you know why.
I'm gonna hold a hand up because I'm guessing that somebody in this space looked up at that. Like, yeah, like
Oh,
I'm she just walked into my house and punched me in the face.
Yeah.
And I will from the ground like get up and still beat to hell as like I'm still seeing like stars in front of my face and be like, oh my god, Virgil, holy crap! If you were this handsy before, my god, I didn't know you had it in you. Oh, that's your one, buddy. That's your one. That was amazing. Oh, you do it again, I get to hit you as hard as I can, okay?
One's all I need for now.
I took 2 fingers, so I was expecting 2. But yeah, take the 1. What brings you...
Oh, you'll get more than 2 fingers later.
Now, don't threaten me with a good time, Virgil. Who's your friend? Who is this?
None of your concern. Mariposa, a word.
No. No. I'm standing in front of this guy now. Says, nope, it is my concern. I'm Ravnos. This is a party that we're all throwing, and Mariposa is my sire. And I just asked you who you were. So proper decorum and respect says that you can answer my
this
question.
is mine, so I don't think that since you're not a sire, Atticus, I don't think it's your call.
Mari
Now,
just puts a hand.
children. Gideon Vanier, charmed. I'm sure that you're looking for someone who knows what's going on. Shall I bring you to where Mariposa and the adults are sitting?
Brother, this guy.
I know.
And he's going to hold out a hand to Jacob.
I'll shake his hand. Actually,
My
why
God, there's
don't
2 of them.
you do me a favor? You seem very charming. I like charming. I would like the adults to come here.
Now, my dear friend, I may not have the requisite pull at this particular gathering. However, I'm sure that we can arrange something, can't we, Atticus darling?
Let me try again.
Jacob,
Because
adults are speaking. Yes, Gideon, we can arrange something. Thank you very much. Why don't you go let Mariposa know that the newcomer wants to have a word with her? That would be amazing. Thank you. Gideon, I'm looking at you with my back turned to them, and I'm like, please, 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 God, please give me this. Please, they just hit me in the face. Please, God. Oh my God, please, please.
Now, normally Gideon might concede to something like this, but Atticus is kind of in the shit books right now, and on top of that, you're trying to embarrass him in front of, someone he considers more a peer or a better than you.
Is the mic working? Hello. Okay, cool.
So Gideon is just going to pretend he did not hear that.
Mari has been watching this entire time because her child is an idiot sometimes. So she does walk over and she puts a hand on Alex's shoulder and gently moves him aside. And looks at Jacob's like, yes, can I help you?
Mariposa, Jacob Costa of the Hakata. And he's going to proceed to say about 4 names. Half of them are Italian, and Giovanni is among them. Derny is among them. Cappadocia is among them. And he's going to finish that sort of Percy de Rollo introduction.
Yes.
And
she nods. Very impressive lineup. How can I help you?
You are familiar with the Hakata standing as far as the sects go.
I am not overly familiar, no.
Perhaps a political lesson then, out of graciousness.
Absolutely. Please inform me.
Fantastic. The Hakata is the new clan of death. We sit as, you might, in kind terms, be recognized as Switzerland. From Monarch to Camarilla to even to Sabat. There's a reason for that. We own and control all kindred money, including yours. Now, this child of mine, newly Hakata, very bold, has an issue. And I would see those reparations that they desire be done. If not, everything you, and he just scans and points at everyone in the room, own, will be gone. And those addresses of all those shell companies and havens that you keep will be returned to, oh my lord, what was your, he sort of looks over at Virgil. What was your former employer? That's right. An
The second
Inquisition.
Inquisition.
That was it. You know, fuck, I have these problems with kindred societies and kind places. It all just sort of runs together. But thankfully, I have just an army of lawyers that can keep all of it straight. So, it is your choice, your child, or literally the wealth and safety of Vegas. You have until sunup.
Please leave my establishment.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to explain something. This is no longer your establishment. It's mine. I own it. I owned it before I walked in. Just to make sure everybody understood the seriousness of the situation. And as far as I'm concerned, none of you are welcome here. Yeah. I would like you to leave mine establishment. Now.
Could I do a vibe check, please, of all the other Ravnos in the space? Like,
Yeah, do what's awareness.
Oh, man.
cool.
I have changed features a little bit.
Okay.
The gangrel that we saw in the fight pits earlier,
Yeah.
he has changed too. The kind of he is still of a rare breed, even with the two newcomers. He wants all eyes on them instead of anyone looking at him.
Two successes on that wits awareness track.
Vibe's bad, man.
Vibe is
Vibe's
bad.
bad.
Like everybody's stopped drinking and hanging out. Everybody's all eyes on the newcomers.
Mm-hmm.
The phone that he's been tapping at, he slides the stylus into the bottom of and just sort of turns the long list of shell company transactions
Yeah.
that he was making sure were in order
They kind of come
towards
from old money. Ugh. She. I have to make a roll. Hold on. There are
Oh
two
no.
sides.
No,
there
no,
are
no.
There are two wolves.
Mary,
Two.
Mary, Mary, Mary.
She smiles. She nods. She looks over at you, Caldwell. If you could call Lanford and inform him we're coming over, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
you
Before they leave, I have
Jacob
a
just
question.
writes Lanford on his
Okay.
Yeah. Before they leave, I have a question. Can Virgil do see the unseen in case shit goes down to make sure that there are no obfuscate users?
You want to use Since the Unseen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you looking at?
My guess is gonna be Caldwell.
Mm-hmm. You turn on Since the Unseen, and you, for a split second, catch a glimpse of White standing behind Caldwell. It's just a glimpse. It's just a glimpse.
Takes her aback just a little bit because she's still learning all this stuff, but she has a feeling.
As you still scan the room, there are a few Nosferatu that are completely invisible in the space. Mari pulls out her phone, taps a few seconds, and the DJ says, "Party's over. Everyone out." And people start to exit the building.
Come on. It's not worth it here.
But this was my first Ravnos party. Like, this was my first time with the Ravnos, like, as a whole, as a collective.
I know. And
Fuck!
There's gonna be more. There's gonna be more. This isn't our fight either, Gideon.
You just
Oh,
hear
this was never my affair.
you hear Jacob talking very loudly, not to anyone, but to the Ravnos. Just, oh man, this was so lame. Can't believe they got their party shut down so early.
Oh,
Oh God, I'd never show
you're
up to one of these
sweetie.
establishments again.
Oh God!
That's so fucking gross. I think there's a Toreador something going on up the road, but you know.
Oh my God, he's Gideon, but 21st century.
I feel like this is old money versus old money. Like, there's no winning here. Like, I could offer people a $20 gift card to Kmart, and there's no guarantee it'll work. Like.
God, that he's seen Star Wars.
Well, yeah, probably, but impressive. I admire your methods.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to you. What's wrong? What's happening? What are you complaining about now?
Chop. And
Are
Gideon will
you?
walk past between the two of them and out the door.
God, I was not being nearly an asshole enough if you're charmed.
Oh, that's okay, darling. I grow on people.
Oh my God, Caldwell,
Gideon.
Caldwell,
Grown
dude.
man.
Virgil couldn't get an invite to the party, so they sent their dad to shut it down. Like, the kids were having a party. Virgil couldn't make it, so she sent dad to shut the party down.
If you honestly think that's what it is.
Virgil, wait.
you're
Who am I?
better than
Who am I? Guess. Take a guess.
Atticus, you feel a hand grab the back of your neck, and it's Mari.
That's fine. She can grab all she wants.
Stop.
I'll put the hands down.
So
Out.
sorry.
I will leave. If she says out, I will leave.
Okay.
I just shoulder check him on the way out.
Nope, you do not. We will roll for that, my dude.
What are we gonna roll?
You strength brawl, Atticus dexterity.
I can do
dexterity
that.
brawl as well.
Dexterity brawl.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Strength brawl.
God, I'm just looking at Mary Poser like I'm trying.
Making sure I have enough dice. I'm like, I can't count. Math is not my. I was an English major.
This is me trying to scroll up to the dice roller. Oh wait, I got a dice roller. Hang on.
God.
What do the blanks mean on the black dice? Like just so I have
They're nothing. There's
Just a
Okay.
failure.
Yeah.
3 successes
3,
of
4,
the 7.
5, 6.
Or excuse me, not 3. The 3 of these. So is that 6 successes?
That's 3 successes. The one with the stars are 2.
Gotcha.
5 successes. One of those is a crit.
Okay. You go to shoulder check him, and he doesn't move. And he said your shoulder hurts a little bit. You don't show it.
Just put some
Right.
put some ice on there, buddy. You'll get him next time. He'll walk out.
Mari's
She
like,
just-
fuck, I might kill him.
Don't kill him. I want his hands.
That can be arranged.
Gideon will have the car pull around by now and offer Mari a ride. And Caldwell.
Mari puts you all in the car. She is not leaving.
Yeah, she can.
I'll
Oh.
I'll let you know when things are. I'll send him when things are ready.
I don't send him here. Send him to make sure all of our assets are still ours.
Well, it's the best way to fight capitalism is by stealing. It's what you guys do best, right?
This is very far out of my reach.
You're lucky you're a pawn on the board now, Attica, so you'd be walking your ass to Langford's.
I'm.
She shuts the door, and Sebastian drives off. Mari turns back around, back into the establishment. What can I do to keep my kid?
Virgil?
Sorry, Mags is thinking very hard about like what
good.
course of action I want to take here.
It's ultimately not up to me, but perhaps I can throw some things around. We've both done deals, and Mariposa, to be perfectly frank, he's kind of a dick.
He is, but he's my
Right.
dick, so
Exactly, and I want you to keep your dick.
thank you.
So, and he's taken a chair, and he's like, he is owning this space.
Yeah.
In general, blood for blood is kind of the way to go, but we want to keep him alive. That's going to be useful. So, there are a couple of rituals we've been trying to practice. Maybe he could be a subject for that. That could be fun. Or in general, we can give him, I don't know, what, like a year? A year time frame would be nice. That's kind of us. Or let's see. I don't know if Virgil really is going to be bought off by a debt of money or service, but blood. You seem very well connected in a city of anarchs with a lot of vitae. Blood does
No.
make the world go round.
While you're saying all of this, Virgil, like, going through, like, hearing this list, just sort of like seething a little bit more and more about hearing that there's a chance that Atticus is going to be left alive. She's really not happy about that.
Ultimately, it's up to Virgil, though. I'm actually just around for the show.
God,
Her
really
eyes
is
turn
just
to you,
Gideon.
Virgil.
What? I'm so sorry. What?
Her eyes turn to Virgil.
Thank you. What did you
Oh no,
say?
sorry. I said, God, he really is just a 21st century Gideon.
I love it.
Just like the rest of you, I kind of
He is.
understand it now.
Yes! We're living the nightmare, man. I've got there we go.
Gideon's, that's what that feels like. You know, like that is Gideon.
It's the Batman disappearing thing.
Yeah.
Where it's,
That's what that feels like. Yeah, like.
Chart.
It's just, who are you? I'm you, but I watch Star Wars.
I'm better at every other thing. Like,
Like, I read my movie quotes. Virgil turns to Mari and is just like, you know who I am, or rather, was. All right?
I do. You killed
And do
my
you
son.
know of what do you know what your child has done?
Do you know what you did to my other child?
I think we're overlooking.
Like,
Good
which other
possibility.
child? Sorry, like, which other child?
The
Oh.
second magician killed her other.
shit.
Oh, didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oof, the doof.
Edward. Yeah, they killed him bad.
Oh yeah, no, she's got an entire unlife to deal with her second Inquisition. Bullshit. That, but fair. Who was
I
Atticus
defected.
before he was turned?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Who was Atticus before he was turned? As far as I can see, his hands and fingers aren't really the ones that we care about. But I know that, at least in the Giovanni, family is everything. Does he have any friends or family, any kind, that are particularly important to him?
Yes.
Well, perhaps that is a fair price to pay, Virgil. None of them are like, oh, are they pianists? Are there any like that are super good with their hands? Because that is the type of ironic torture that I just fuck, man.
Yes.
Good. Who are they, and where are they?
You just met him, Caldwell.
Caldwell. He's
His
kindred.
brother.
He's kind.
His brother.
His brother is kind.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, Mariposa. I love a good dramatic irony. You bring me one hand or two fingers of the brother. You personally deliver it. And I will put a leash on her. And if she won't, well, one of us will die. And I'm sort of fine with it either way. So, how about that for a deal? And he looks at Virgil, doesn't care. Virgil agrees. That's the deal. 2 fingers or a hand. I prefer matching fingers. Don't give me these 2 fingers. They can still masturbate with these 2. I know the tricks, all right? So, or one hand, dominant preferable, delivered by you.
I can do that.
Fantastic. And I will return your club as a show of good faith upon the delivery of said hand.
Absolutely. By sunrise?
Yeah, that works.
And this is agreeable to you, Virgil?
Feel it has to be. Feel like I don't have much of a say.
You don't. But when she kills me, nothing I can do for you guys. Y'all are fucked. But I won't be here for that. So
I'll go fetch it.
No, Mari. Forgive my boldness if you will. If you won't, that's fine with me. Your child is mine.
oh well. Sucks to suck, I guess. Like I said, I'll kill her, or she'll kill me, and then you can deal with the rest of that. If it's not worth it to you, I get it, but that's kind of where we're at.
Listen, you both have said a lot of words. Am I getting the hand, or are you just going to kill Atticus anyway? Which one is happening?
It's gonna look.
As I said, I have no say in the matter.
You just said things, so either stick with your balls or side with your sire. Pick one.
What you doing, Max? What you doing, Max? Are you going with your sire? Or you going with your balls here? Like, what are you doing?
Ah, man.
Oof.
I'm cool.
Hmm. Mags is having a really hard time right now.
What? While you think about that, what's happening in the car, guys?
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I feel like there's this big monologue going on somewhere. We're just not part of it.
No, I mean, God, what are the odds that there's a monologue and deals happening
Yeah, it's
right now that we're not?
crazy.
I don't know about you guys, but this is the greatest night of my life. We went to a party. Virgil's back. We have guest stars. Like it feels like we're in like a show right now. That's how surreal this all feels. Like, dude walks in like Darth Vader walking aboard the fucking Death Star. I've bought everything. I've altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it any further. And now, this is honestly the best of both worlds, because Virgil is such a little bitch that they can't fight their own battle for them. They have to send someone else to fight their battle. So at the end of the day, I have never once asked Mary Posa to fight a battle for me, and now here walks in Virgil. Like, having this new sire, this is amazing. This is great. I am ecstatic right now with how this night went. I wish the party could have lasted longer, but
Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Do you ever shut up? Do you not understand that you violated the cardinal rule of life and unlife? By proxy, you fucked with the money. You do understand what that means now. Your sire right now is cutting a deal on whether or not she likes her way of life or you, and she can always make another you. So smarten up and start thinking about how you're going to kill the bitch that is coming after you. Because if you do not, my dear boy, we're all well and truly in the shit. It's not enough that my past sire is now back in town, but now you seem to have a knack for creating enemies everywhere I go.
The reason I'm so good at making enemies is that I'm the loudest guy in the room. I didn't see you, Gideon, or you, Caldwell, volunteering the information that you two were in the fucking room when Angel died, and I was nowhere near it. That you still have that girl's body, my dude. Like, so.
Atticus. There's a reason I told you not to send that letter. Vengeance is sweet. Vengeance is satisfying. But Caldwell, get the graph. You showed me the graph on your phone the other day. It was very charming, very 21st century, succinctly
Thank you.
put. Please show him the graph.
It's the third time I've shown it. I'm really pushed into
Yeah,
this.
the fuck around and
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
is the graph.
Now,
I show the graph.
you're right. We
I
were in the room, but we do not know who her new friends are. We know who her old friends are. And although I'm fairly confident on her own, she's but a speed bump in the grand scheme of our lives. Now, she may have become an entire chapter. And I was very much so looking forward to dealing with my own shit lately. Thank you.
Okay, so let's just chill for a second. Once again, we have weird people that come out of nowhere. Like, apparently my folks are of the weird kind, and we're a rare clan. And now these guys, which when I asked Mary Posa, do they know anything of. She's like, don't fucking know, man. And we're just, you know, something's attracting these things, and it needs to stop because there's always going to be a bigger fish at this point. My concern is this. Sure, you know, are we going to trust him? Like, let's say we pay off this ransom and Atticus walks another night. We pay off this ransom. What makes us say it doesn't happen again? Like, it just, you know, or he goes back on it. Just like you said, I've altered the deal. Pray I don't do it further. What if he just takes it and still kills you? So we have two ways we can do this. We can get on top of it, or we can bait it out.
There's a third thing we can do here, and we have to examine the deal itself, the players at hand. Atticus, now you may speak. Do you have any knowledge of this man? Prior life, anything?
To be honest, like this is like this clan coming in is nothing new to me because it's honestly like one of those fucking like Harry Potter books. I feel like just when the series is ended, a brand new fucking book comes out of nowhere, okay? Like I thought Caldwell's clan was the new kids on the block and then in comes this clan, so I have no idea. So I I I don't know.
So, logically, we go with what we know. Virgil is the one who wants you dead, and by extension, more than likely me and Caldwell, but she doesn't have a clue of that yet. So then, she must have some leverage over him somehow. Otherwise, there's no way that she would become sired so quickly out of the blue. No one sires a second Inquisition member without thinking, without a necessity. More importantly, that means that she's the weak link. Without her as part of this playing field, he has no reason to come after us, and he is by far, in a way, the larger threat at the moment. So start thinking on how do we rectify that?
Do vampires have like you guys seem like you'd be stuffy enough to do the bullshit like I challenge you to a duel in the marketplace, slaps only, like you know, like is
Perhaps not in this day and age, now that things have gotten so messy and informal. There's no sense of decorum or honor anymore amongst kind or humanity. However, Virgil is emotional, and you may be able to leverage that to get what you want, because I doubt her sire is silly enough to go into all-out war just to get what his child wants.
I don't know, man. Mariposa would. If this dude has any other like not all sires are created equal. Just because
That
yours
they
was
are not.
just because yours is like a gun rack, I don't even own a gun. Like it doesn't mean that every sire is going to be like that.
Are we home?
I think we're pulling up at this point.
You are pulling up to your sire's house, yes.
As soon as the car brakes, or like right before the car brakes, there's a text of Heavenly. We all need to talk. I'm gonna go see him.
Oh, you most certainly should.
Heavenly just texts back the thumb up emoji.
Amazing. He's going to listen now because now he's super paranoid about piano music. He listens for it. If he doesn't hear anything, he listens for
piano
screaming. Music. That's typically in the dungeon.
No piano music, no screaming.
Oh, he's in the foyer then. We've
with
mapped it out with the candlestick. He calls out, and if there's a response, he's going to go there, and then once again knock on the door when he arrives.
Yeah, you arrive. It's not the foyer. It's the It is it's like a library office area type thing. Yeah. It's where he does his paperwork. He doesn't do paperwork. Someone else does paperwork for him.
He's in his monstrous form again, I guess.
Yes. Reminder that he does not know you saw his human form.
Fair enough, and he will not. Hopefully to this day.
Atticus and Caldwell, you're used to at this point. Atticus and Gideon is still a big of a seeing a Tezumi in his full like monstrous form, because he refuses to go into any other form because he believes this is vampire perfection, kind perfection. And Heavenly is also there. Heavenly is not in her monstrous form.
Is there any other room we can be in then
You guys can hang out up front if you want to. Just thought you wanted to be in the conversation.
I mean, yeah, but okay, it's yeah. Oh, I'm fine being in this room.
Cool. He turns, does basically 180 and talks to him.
Yes.
One, you might already know that Mariposa's been misplaced. Whole clan's been misplaced.
She did inform me. Yes.
Amazing. She sent me, so I don't know why she would have sent me if she got in contact with you so fast. But, two, do you know anything of Hakata?
They are a combination of bloodlines. They are. If you think anyone is a family, it is not. They are a family, and that is it. They do anything for each other mostly.
Caldwell has developed this small tech now of breaking fingers. Like anytime nerves really hit him, and he's just kind of like puts it back. This we have a turned Second Inquisition member.
Not the first time it's happened.
It's happened before.
Of course. Everyone sees power, then what's a taste for it?
Is that one still around?
Sure, there are many. I don't have a ledger of vampires. I apologize.
No, I apologize. I didn't do. If it was, is there any benefit of making it common knowledge?
If you want people to be scared of them, yes.
Gets
A
rising.
kind who knows how to kill kind.
Respectfully, we all can kill each other. It's
Not
just
as well as they can.
understand.
Do you know what they want? Caldwell. Yes, Atticus.
It's him.
Oh, that's no. You asked like, do you know what they want? And I was
Why do they want you?
because one of their members,
Because of your gift that was given to us.
one of their members,
My gift.
Not, pardon me, not per se yours to us. However, a member of your house did allow Atticus here, as well as myself and Caldwell, to extract a pound of flesh, shall we say, from a prior transgression.
She's now part of downstairs.
He turns his head toward Heavenly, who looks like a puppy who just got kicked outside.
he didn't know.
He didn't know.
Fuck a duck.
And looks back at you all. You killed someone you shouldn't have killed. And you provided that. And now my wife may be dead in the next 24 hours. Protecting
There's-
you.
She, lack of a better phrase, she started it. She,
And I'm ending it.
that, the daughter of Cacophony, the one that showed up to our party, she was held hostage by the Second Inquisition member. The same one. This is the one I was telling you about and doing the research on. It's the same one.
Yes.
So then they kidnapped. They did an exchange. That one, the one they want so bad, swapped places with her and held him We were able to spring him out.
He went into a second Inquisition building. Was he scanned for having anything put in him to track him?
I don't know.
Heavenly Caldwell, you will go and put the body back together, and you will give it back to them. Now.
Go. Just go.
Wait, this isn't fair. This is bullshit.
It's done.
Hold on. But just say it.
Speak your mind, Atticus.
I don't understand this.
All right.
What is the point of this? Virgil gets together with this girl and they bring each other into the darkness. They start a relationship into the darkness, and honestly, it's fucking beautiful. They found light in this horrible dark place where they're killing individuals, okay? And I get it. But to step foot into the darkness and hunt predators, and then when the predators bite, start crying, being like, what? How could this have happened? As you step into the darkness, they knew what they were buying. Just because they regret the purchase doesn't mean that everybody should pay for their fuck up. I don't understand why this is fair in any sense of the word here. We're playing a political game right now that's fucking bullshit. They made me the monster I am today. They showed me the path. I was content with not killing a soul, with drinking out of bags for the rest of my life until they locked me in a cage and told me I was the devil incarnate. They asked for the devil, they got it. And now they regret their purchase. There's no reason Caldwell should have to pay, you should have to pay, Mariposa should have to pay. They wanted a monster? Fine. They got one.
He turns around. He goes,
Am I wrong? Caldwell, am I wrong?
he's not. And we know it. We know it. And I know we're of a special breed. I'm aware of this. But our whole thing is fighting back. I know it's dumb. And I know you put a lot of effort into me so far. But this is very... He has a point. They signed up for it. It's like saying that we didn't have a choice.
Landon is silent for a moment.
His skin is rippling. Just.
Gross.
But he's feeling it.
What would you suppose we do then? What is your other plan? The Mariposa comes back alive, and you all don't get killed.
Let's say she comes back. She says she's going to come here. So she obviously had some intention of coming back. That's why I was sent to tell you she's coming. So if she doesn't, then we come after them. Simple as that. There's two of them.
There's much more than two of them.
And we have an entirely misplaced clan. Cool. They do the roaming thing. I get it. They're not structured, and I fucking hate it. But that's their thing. They roam. So him banishing them to be permanent roamers isn't gonna get the desired reaction he wants. They'll fucking camp out and just do nothing. So at what point do they just get bored and leave?
We're gonna pause here in this argument.
No, good.
And go back to the warehouse. Mariposa is looking at Virgil for an answer.
Mary, if you will let me one moment, suggest something to my sire. To see.
She will turn and leave the warehouse. So you may speak privately.
Jacob, I have a question for you. Considering, for whatever godforsaken reason, I can't kill Atticus. And I understand that there are certain things that right now I might have to abide by. But
Yeah,
I do want to
usually-
make him feel pain.
Alright,
Much pain.
okay.
Is there any way? And it's been a long time since I've been able to do some sort of interrogation without any repercussion. Is there any way we could take him and torture him? The Second Inquisition has done some questionable things in the past that we don't always talk about or document. Much of it's redacted. And I have been on one of those teams. Part of the special training I received at the academy that no one really hears about.
The idea that you have an academy is just
We've been down this road with
I know.
too many people.
It always boggles me, and that's my fault. That's my problem. I'm
Years
so
of the academy wasted.
sorry.
Years of the academy.
Listen, I thought I was being pretty creative with like the finger hand thing, but ultimately it's this. Vampire society really frowns on killing other kindred. It just does. Usually, if you're in the Camarilla, that ends in blood hunts and like a whole bunch of shit, right? So, if you have another thing that you want, now's the time to ask for it. We're not going to be able to devise these little tricks of the trade again. So, that's why I said, if we want to, I don't know, homunculi his arm or something like that, what answers do you need? There has to be more benefit to having something that is hurt and afraid for all of eternity than something that is simply gone. Gone is boring. You're not boring.
They're right. I want answers from him.
Great. Let's get
And-
answers.
I want answers from him. I want him to suffer. And something tells me, because I can sense something here, that the other one, named Caldwell, is not letting on everything. Not to mention the one who's having a pissing contest with you.
Right.
Over who's got the bigger wallet. His company was on that letterhead that I received. I know this from my research.
Ooh.
So all three of them are involved. And I know Caldwell has a soft spot for Atticus, just like Mary does.
Okay. So what do you want? You want those three here in chains or torpid or what are we looking for? We need specifics.
You might have to help Mags with specifics. Mags is having a hard time with those but today.
Got it. So in part we will defer to the storyteller here because
Yeah.
villainous scheming we are not always present and appropriate for.
No, this is like the most evil Mags has ever truly been in her life.
Proud of you.
So yeah,
They must have
um,
sharks.
yeah, sharks with lasers. Like other than a point where you know they're being blackmailed into agreeing to what I would assume the amazing storyteller would consider to be uh, an appropriate enough compromising position that Mariposa would agree to. Otherwise, we're going to spend the whole night like haggling
know.
out some sort
Yeah,
of.
that's
Yeah, we defer to you. I have no real specifics. I'm kind of just here to.
So does Virgil right now want revenge or information? What is the one thing you want?
Do you want to be
well, I can't
right
get
or
revenge without getting the, it's like I can't get revenge without getting the information.
You can't.
That's-
You don't know where her body is. You don't know how she actually
Exactly.
died. You don't know anything. And your end goal
Yeah.
is to get Angel back. And
Yes.
you can kill them all, go off. We'll start a new campaign next week. But you will not get Angel back.
I need the fucking information,
You
so
need
I'll
the
get the
information.
fucking information.
Hey, raised a smart kindred.
You
In
did
a
it.
week.
Congratulations. In a week. You
Well
did
done.
it.
Best
You did it.
head of the week.
You can go home. You did it.
So good.
so proud
Virgil
of it?
wins child of the week.
And the cat's in the cradle in the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon.
God.
So you want the information?
Yes.
Okay. You express this to Mariposa when she comes back.
Yep.
She asks for a moment, does some quick text messages, looks back at you guys. I can have them. You can. They're all in the same spot currently. You can come there. You can ask whatever you want. I can't promise they'll lie to you or not. I can't control that. But I have enough on the line that I don't believe they will.
That's acceptable. I'm not concerned as to whether or not they'll lie because I'll get the information that I seek.
You're a terrifying little fucker.
Right.
Was that Kat or was that Mary?
No, that was Mari. That was not me. That was Mari out loud. You're a terrifying little fucker.
Just saying, right? You get it. Anyway,
We're not in Camarilla territory. People in charge can cuss. It's fine.
no. Sounds good. Well, let's go. Let's hit the road. Right? Why not? This party's dead anyway. God.
You guys, however you guys arrived here, Mara takes her own car. Let's Landon know that they're on their way. Let you guys know that they're on their way. Let's cut back to the argument.
I just don't see why we have to go and give that back. This is what they were expecting.
Phone.
I never know where it gets it from. It just comes out of
Ooh.
nowhere.
Caldwell.
Yeah.
Your phone.
I don't know.
You need Gideon.
Hmm.
It's a group message. You may just want to.
And Gideon, whose phone is always on silent because he hates being on people's beck and call. Like, if someone needs to summon him, they'll send somebody. So he'll open up the phone and see it.
You have two messages.
Okay.
One from Mari, that's the group text, and one from Gab, which is like, "Are you alive?" Question mark.
Question mark.
No, smiley face.
Perfect. I'm going to bed.
God, I'm so invested in their private life.
I know. It's so wholesome. Oh Jesus.
I want to be very clear. Atticus has taught Gideon a lot about emoticons.
I have. I'm so proud of you.
But not emojis. Specifically emoticons.
Emoticons. One century at a time. Pop culture is not his thing. However, he will address Langford and the other two. Langford, this is your family and your domain. Do you mind if I take a moment to educate them on the situation briefly? I may have a remedy in mind that will allow us to have leverage in this particular situation, given that it's become all the more pressing.
I am going to go prepare for my wife, make sure she is taken care of. Heavenly, I will take care of you later.
Fuck.
And Lanford will leave the room.
We don't have much time, and you two have so aptly noted. No, life, much like on life, isn't fair. Cry me a river, build a bridge, and get the fuck over it. Now, come. And he'll walk up to Heavenly and go, we don't have much time, they're on their way, and what I'm about to do is going to take some time, and we are going to acquire the leverage we need in this situation. You see, we have nothing they want besides his life. And I intend to change that. You still have the remains of our little function from a few weeks past?
Yes, kind of.
I have a feeling
That tonight's gonna be a good night.
that I still don't know why you are intent on finishing my sentences.
Sorry,
You have
I'm
absolutely
sorry.
no idea what I'm about to say.
You're right. I'm sorry, Gideon. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, we have something that she might want very badly, as it turns out. And I have a way of making sure that we hold the cards with regards to it.
Can we start using can we
Get
start
the
using
body out of the
trope?
wall and allow
Oh.
me.
Okay, yeah. I was like, okay.
Heavenly
I-
and
Theatrics, people.
Heavenly and Caldwell go, and it takes a moment to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Because Vicissitude is fun, and we've been teaching Caldwell how to move body parts around.
Caldwell, do you have like instructions? Like, I think this is
You very specifically, the other two of you are not allowed in dungeon because you guys are not allowed to see the wall of flesh. So you guys have no idea what's going on. But it's like, we'll get the body, we'll come back.
Still hate that phrase every time I hear it.
Wall of
Whistle
flesh.
while you work.
Flesh wall.
Just stroke the not furry wall.
I hate
some of
my
it's
job.
furry,
My boss
depending.
doesn't stop. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. You know, just like
We'll put
Hate all
Humpty
of you.
Dumpty back together again. And
Yeah.
there is the body of Angel.
ugh.
Look, what we need is what she wants, and she will most assuredly, either to later rest or for whatever other nefarious purpose, want this back. Now they could probably still take it because Daddy Dearest of hers is, much like me, a very well-connected man, and knows how to twist a knife. Rather impressively, I must say. However, so do I, and you might not want to be
Gideon has a
around for
little
this next
crush.
part.
I love that.
It's like when you see someone else do what you do, but do it very well, you're like, hey, I recognize real.
game
so-
recognize
Recognize
game?
game.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh, whatever. I am going to have to
body.
light a fire. Either you are around for that, or you are not. I promise it will be contained, but it's necessary for what happens next. Remember last time at the Bellagio, you all freaked out? Caldwell, Atticus.
Could we?
Hold on, I'm still putting a body together because I have a very specific question. I'll be there in a moment.
What's the question?
GM, putting this body back together.
Yes.
We know as the anatomical specialists what goes where.
Yes.
We're good at this. It's what we do.
You and Heavenly
Um,
are very good at this. Yes,
That's like our whole thing is moving things around.
it is.
Caldwell specifically does one thing, and gives her a lobotomy.
Oh shit, pal.
Okay.
Everything is there.
She's
I'm
already.
sorry,
That's
you're not here.
worse.
She's dead though, isn't she already dead?
You scrambled the brain.
When she comes back,
She's coming back.
if she comes, they smell death. And if I've
I
played any
got a
role-playing game,
quick thing here because this do you do this in plain sight of everyone?
No,
Because
this is downstairs.
No, this is
Oh, yeah,
downstairs.
that's right. And damn,
I'm still in the dungeon.
You just do it because
How do you know this if you don't know who the Hekata are?
the when it comes to just putting things together, I could assume from them smelling undeath, like death, and then wanting a body back, like that's classic tabletop for being a
Give
necromancer.
me an intelligence occult.
Okay.
I don't know if they ever explicitly said they want Angel back, but Gideon's banking on the emotional attachment and
the
bereavement
body,
process.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that.
3 successes.
It's a guess, not a known fact.
Okay. The thing is, and here's this theory behind this, is if anything was to happen, a frontal lobotomy erases memory, it erases the ability to dream, anything along those lines.
Expect the... No, don't worry about it.
He
Continue.
is just, things are just a little scrambled because right now he's on edge about everything.
So if they go full monkey's paw here, the
Yes.
idea is you got your girlfriend back. She doesn't remember who you are.
Yes.
Rip.
Rip.
This is why I should have explained my plan earlier.
Okay.
Okay.
Atticus is in the corner making no noise. Because this seems like a...
Gideon,
God.
while they're sewing back together the
Yeah.
whatever.
Frankenstein Virgil's monster. Continue.
Yeah, Virgil's monster. Gideon is going to walk over to Atticus because although he's exceptionally ticked up, he still does have a soft spot for him. And notices he's quiet, which, although he did beg him to be, now it is not useful. So he's going to walk over, he's going to put a hand on Atticus' shoulder and look, I want you to know that although I was harsh, you deserved it. Now that being said, put your big boy fucking pants on, get your bat, we're not done yet.
How about this? I'll admit that I deserved it. Virgil and I are connected by the strings of destiny. I think we're just intertwined. And I think we're going to constantly find each other until one of us kills the other. I feel like it's just a part of it. Or we're going to be best friends and start like a beach bar in Florida somewhere. So it's either one or the other. I'll admit that I fucked up, and I know that my mouth gets ahead of me. But I need you to, if I can admit that, I need you to admit something. Fundamentally. That your old money, you're quietly working in the behind the scenes, that you need fuck-ups like me to be loud enough to distract from the old money in the corner, vampires like yourself. I think you need us, just as much as we need you.
Well, it seems you finally learned a lesson I've been trying to teach since I've met you then, dear boy.
Thank you, Obi-Wan.
And the body is brought up.
Excellent. So, she's exactly as she was, yes?
Caldwell, you got the wrong Angel. That's David Boreanaz, dude. We needed Angel, the girl from the
Oh my
thing, the
God.
girlfriend. Like,
Do you have David Boreanaz in the wall?
Have this.
Hate that. That's where he's been since. Oh my God, he's boned. Oh my God.
Right,
Oof.
right.
Well, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I suppose since theatrics was a bit too much, you know, we only live one on life, we don't get to write these down because of the cover, whatever. Anyways, if you won't indulge me, let me indulge you. What we are about to do here is put a lock on this here prize, a lock that only I can disarm.
like a bike lock?
No, more as though the one thing that you want most in the world, and you can't touch it.
An ice cream that never melts.
You remember what I did to the door of the Bellagio? Think that.
You ran into it a couple times.
No, you... I warded it against my sire. We're going to do essentially the same thing. But Virgil can't play nice with her girlfriend anymore. Unless she plays nice with us first.
Can
You
you
understand? Now we have something they want.
can you
And the
unlock it
control of it.
though? If Mariposa needs this unlocked?
If it needs undoing, and I've done it, it can be undone.
Cool.
But for that to happen, I need to make a fire, and we all remember how that happened last time. So if you want to be in the room for this, be my guest. Don't fuck up my shit.
He hands the lighter that he took previously back to Gideon.
Thank you.
Very. Listen, who's looking at the fire?
I haven't sparked it or anything. I'm waiting to see
No.
if they're gonna stick around.
No, fool me fucking once. No. Blinders, baby. No, no, no.
Go ahead, Kova. Not Caldwell.
Uh,
Not you. You, Gideon, go.
All right. So Gideon is going to put a ward against Canaanites on the body. So do I have to roll a? I have to roll a check in order to not be terrified by the fire. And if I am
Roll
terrified by
a
the
check,
fire, it
and you
takes too
have
long.
to also roll a rouse check for the power.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
So you tell me what I have to roll for those.
First, give me a rouse check, just one dice.
One dice. Okay.
It's pass fail. Universe.
Success.
Kitty.
Okay. So you don't get hungrier. Congratulations. And then give me just a straight willpower roll to not be scared of the fire you're now
Willpower.
making.
Fair enough. Fair enough, right? I mean,
Yeah, willpower.
I'm doing the thing that I'm. Okay, so that's 5 successes with a crit. So,
Well, I gotta roll for Heavenly. She's fine.
oh, thank God. That would have been a terrifying instance for everyone involved.
And the moment the war is this okay? Are we leaving the body just in the foyer? What are we doing?
Oh
with the body?
no! There's
No.
closet. There's a closet or something, right? Like there's
Hold on. Presentation. If you handle this many bodies, you must have a box that they fit nicely in, presumably, right,
No.
Caldwell?
A
None.
body
No.
box.
You think we just have coffins laying around?
Bro, these are like
But
Legos
But
to
now
them.
none of us can touch it.
Yeah.
I can touch it.
Well, good. You can pick up the body then.
There is a knock on the front door.
Son of a.
Too late now.
Well,
He looks like
put a
having
sheet over it at least.
Where did the no solicitor sign go? Like, this is the third time this week.
As the three people
Technically,
enter
he's
the
not a
room.
solicitor, he's a barrister.
They enter the room, and Virgil sees Angel's body.
Oh my god.
As we have all continued to start talking and arguing instead of doing anything.
While Virgil's looking at the body, I will be like, sorry for your loss. And I will take off my jacket and I will just lay it on the body. I will just take off the varsity, the jacket. I'm so sorry. Sleeves. It's a nice jacket. I'm so sorry.
And
just...
that's what we're going to end tonight. Okay, I'm sorry for your
Ooh.
loss.
Sorry, your mom blew up your phone.
That's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
My girlfriend turned into the moon.
My
Technically a
girlfriend.
bomb.
That's where we're ending tonight. I will talk to our special guests, see if they can come in next week, or we'll just talk to what happens.
Can we do a round of applause for Cody Stone and Every Max? Just amazing. Immediate vibe check.
I told everyone, I was like, I need a codicier. I need a really good, dramatic monologuer. Cody?
The shivers, man. Damn.
Real
thank
good, dude.
This is my first time meeting him at all, so I'm just like,
Oh yeah, no, you were fantastic. Oh, it's
You guys
just
are
a joy
so
to hang
sweet.
out and ruin a party. I told our Blood in the Bayou chat. I said apparently I make vampires that are very good at ruining parties. It's a very specific skill set.
My
I-
venture that owns Vegas is pissed right now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Your venture, who's currently in Alaska, is like, son of a.
I feel very disturbed with the source.
I'm so excited for Atticus to tell this story and be like, and then this new clan, the Horchata clan, came in and they were like, and it was this big thing, and he's like, I am death and I have money. It's just it's gonna be great.
We will leave you
I
guys for the
offered to
night.
hire him a ghostwriter, and yet this is what he insists on.
This is what he says. Are we rating anyone or just going dark?
We're we can give me a second. Where can people check out the cool stuff that Rep RPG is doing next? Tomorrow night? Can we go and
Yeah, absolutely. So tomorrow night, twitch.tv/REPRPG, RepRPG, we will be doing a playtest of Decks of Destiny. So that is my I'm building a tarot card based character building system and game with some pretty simple stats. The hope is that you kind of get dealt your character, and then it's a roll under system. So you're trying to roll low, and the size of the die determines the difficulty of what you're facing. So a d20 is a very hard task. or a D100 is very hard, and like a D4 would be very simple. So those are kind of the basics. That's what we're doing tomorrow night.
Love it.
I've rewriting a bunch of cards, and hopefully those are going to be available for people to start looking at soon. So yeah.
We are gonna go raid Bryce Very Nice because I figured the best way to detox from Vampire the Masquerade. Bryce is playing Kirby and the Forgotten Lands right now, and I figured
There you go.
this is the
Oh, you gotta check that
perfect
out.
palette cleanser. Like just like all the body wall stuff. Like that's we're gonna take a little break. So
Yes.
Just a little bit.
All right. We'll see you guys Sunday for Chaos Next Night Vampires. Bye.
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 And